Hi, I'm Tommy from Foxtech, and I'm here today to talk to you about cybersecurity and how you can make sure you're cyber secure. But firstly, why does that matter? Well, 20% of small and medium-sized businesses report being victims of cybercrime, and this equates to roughly 10,000 attacks every single day. And this is amounted to a staggering £4.5 billion every single year. Now, I'm going to talk to you about how we can make sure that you don't become 10,001. So let's kick things off by taking a look at a typical IT environment, and then we'll talk through what we can do to make sure that we have a holistic security approach. So let's start off with an office building. And in that office building, we're going to have a server. Let's say there's maybe more than one. And then we're going to have some laptops and some workstations, like that. And we commonly refer to these as endpoints. And now what we're also seeing more often than not is that these endpoints end up out in the wild, whether people are working from home, a coffee shop, or maybe on the train. And also we're going to say that this organization is leveraging the cloud. So we'll go with Office 365, one of the more popular choices. Now, when we talk about security, what a lot of organizations do is they focus their security on the cloud and their servers, as they think that as this is where the data resides, that's where the security's got to be focused. But what happens is we're omitting a vital component, the endpoint. See, GCHQ's National Cybersecurity Centre have said on multiple occasions that if you can't trust the security of your endpoint, then you can't trust that your data is secure. And 50% of all cyber attacks have come from compromised endpoints. When we take a look at a holistic security approach that encompasses all of our environment, we can't forget about the endpoints. So if we're going to secure our endpoints, what can we do? Well, let's start off with one, patching. What is patching? Well, when you've got your operating system, your applications, you need to make sure that you install your updates in a timely manner. So when you get that notification in Windows or Mac that there's a new update to install, you can't keep delaying it for months and months and months. It needs to be installed in a timely manner, as this is one of the #1 ways that we can stop attackers getting onto your system. And the same goes for your applications. 2, whole disk encryption, or I'm going to write WDE just to save me drawing it all out. So what is whole disk encryption? Well, the data that resides on your laptop, we need to make sure that that is secure, so that if a thief or a would-be opportunist, should you lose the laptop, manages to get a hold of it, that they can't actually access all the information that's on there. Client data, financial data, passport scans, on and on and on. With whole disk encryption, it is all secure and safe and they can't get access. For Windows, this is often used with what's called BitLocker, and on Mac, it's with what's called FileLocker. But there are many options out there. And then number 3, we want to talk about single sign-on, or what is commonly referred to as SSO. What is single sign-on? So you and your users probably have multiple accounts, and this is multiple usernames and multiple passwords that all have to be remembered. So what happens when we have to retain this much information? The information gets written down. And what we've seen more often than not is that this information gets written down on Post-it notes. And then sometimes these Post-it notes get attached to the laptop. So in our previous example, where we have a thief that's managed to get a hold of the laptop, they don't have to try and break into the laptop because they've opened it and there's the username and password to get in. They've now got access to all of your information. With single sign-on, we have one single username and one single password. So it's much easier to remember and it doesn't get written down. And when you combine this with such security measures such as password complexity and long expiration dates, it makes for a much more simpler and secure approach. So we've only covered the surface of what you need to do to secure your endpoints, but there's much more that we need to do. So if you'd like to find out more, then please just get in touch, and thank you for watching.